a bit weird. I don't know why it's not streamed. Like, it didn't take that long last time.
No, something's happened. Yeah.
Oh,
there you go. It's going.
Oh, there we go. Close. Great. And then I'm going to do record. Oh, you've always got to put your name, the title in. BEEKonnected Orientation. Start recording. There we go. Over to you.
Okay, guys, welcome to our BEEKonnected Orientation for this morning in Australia. This afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world. It gives me great pleasure to introduce today our person that's going to take us through this session, Joanne Brooks. Joanne has had an amazing career, has owned 16 companies across 10 industries, so really has a great feel for different businesses and is great at therefore explaining to us and educating us on how to be successful in different types of businesses. She's built one company to $30 million in turnover in 24 months, which is amazing. And then has also liquidated that business. So she certainly knows the ups and downs of business. Published over 250 videos of content on her Navigate Biz platform through YouTube and whatnot, across sales, marketing, HR, strategy, mindset, finance, which is incredible. Delivered over 800 webinars and podcasts over the last 4 years, which is an amazing amount of content, but more importantly, amazing amount of information, amazing amount of experience in teaching people. In 2017, Joanne launched the Navigate Biz business with the goal to share her learning so that others can avoid the pitfalls that she experienced. And I guess that's why she's here today, and that's why she's so great at taking us through the orientation of BEEKonnected, because that's what she does. She helps people learn about new platforms, learn how to do it, learn what not to do, which is great. So with that in mind, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce us to Joanne Brooks. Thanks, Joanne.
Hey, thanks, Paul. That's an awesome introduction. Thank you so much. And I do want to touch on, before I get started on showing you the elements of BEEKonnected, I think it's always good to rephrase or to set the scene here, if you will. You know, been in business for many years, as Paul said, owned many, many businesses. One of the key things, learnings that I've got out of all the things that I've done over the years is the importance of foundations in your business when you want to scale and grow your business. If I could give you this context, this scenario, if you're going to go and build a house, you know the builder's going to put foundations into the ground. And if you're going to go one story, it's so deep. If it's two-story, it's deeper still. If it's a high-rise, we know it's many, many layers. And we expect that, and we know that when we're building a building. What I struggle with often when I'm speaking to business owners is, why don't you do that in business? People start a business, build a business with a skill set, a technical skill set, whatever it is, your coach, accountant, lawyer, real estate agent, whatever. But they don't spend a lot of time on the foundations of business. And so if I take it to the next level, I'm sitting here on the Gold Coast, the way I see foundations are that I'm here. If I was going to put a bolt through the world and the bolt will pop out the other end and say Europe, I want to put a great big bolt on it, tighten it, put that foundation in so that when you're ready to grow and scale your business, you've got foundations that will withstand the scalability of your business. And I see BEEKonnected as one of those foundation pieces. We all use virtual meetings nowadays, whether, for meetings, for webinars, for sales, all those sort of things. We do social media, we do marketing through various avenues. This does that. It's a foundation piece of your business. If you and Paul's an expert in marketing. He knows that marketing is so important to growing and scaling your business. So there's so many elements of this platform for me that are putting foundations, gripping the world tightly so that when I'm ready to grow and scale a business, I know that it's going to go to the heights that I want it to. Now, everybody's heights in their business scalability is going to be different. Some people just want to build a business to a certain turnover, a certain number of people, a certain number of reach, a certain number of clients. Others want to take global domination over. You can't do that without good systems and foundations in business. So that's the context I see as BEEKonnected. So I'm going to go through a bunch of slides here. I'll jump in and out of the slides. The wonderful Paul is here to grab the chat, make any comments in there as he sees fit as people pop into this webinar. But we're live streaming. You're welcome to put chats on the comments in my social platforms, and I'll come back and respond. But there will be a recording as well, and so the chat will be live, and we'll make sure that that gets out really quickly. So let's, mindful of time, I don't want to make this a very long orientation. I could talk for a very long time about Be Connected, but I'm just going to show you a high level, the elements of Be Connected, so that you can make a well-informed decision. So as a business owner, you make many decisions in your business, and the only way you can make a good informed decision is to have the data, have the information. So this is what I'm going to give you today, is to understand the capability of Be Connected. So here's the platform. You're going to see some differences in branding. Awesome. If any of you go and have a look at the Be Connected website, you see it's shifted from orange to yellow, which is, be like, right? It makes total sense. And I will make one comment about branding, about a business. The number of businesses that I've owned, like particularly Navigate Biz, if you will, if any of you know me and looked at the Navigate Biz business, it's had many iterations of its brand, and that's perfectly okay, because that's about the growth and the scalability of your business. You create a brand, you create a message, and over time it evolves. And so Be Connected is going through that evolution. So you're going to see a lot. You're going to see yellow being introduced a lot, which, as I said, makes it unconsciously for us all. We look at a bee and we go, orange, that's weird. Yellow is what you're going to see going forward. So that's just a little bit of an extra bit of info. So what is Be Connected? It's actually made up of 5 platforms. Now that might not be really clear to a lot of you who've been listening to me talk about Be Connected and hearing about what Be Connected's about. There's been a lot of emphasis on the video conferencing for meetings and webinars. But you're already experiencing the second point, which is a broadcasting platform. So I'm streaming to my social media platforms as well as to the Be Connected community. So that may not be as obvious to you. So if those of you who do live streaming, there's a very good chance, I'm actually quite positive this is the case, you're using a virtual platform for which you're paying a subscription, and you're probably paying for a live streaming platform. Guess what? Be Connected takes away the need for setting up a separate platform to do your live streaming. It can all be done in one. So one, it's more efficient. B, you can drop one of the subscriptions because you're just going to replace it with one subscription under Be Connected. So that's a very compelling reason to even think about Be Connected. So if we go back to here, yeah, we do posts. All of us, if we're in business, even if we are an employee for business, we know everybody does social media ads, social media posts, they do blogs, all those sort of things. And generally you need to use some scheduling software. You might do it directly in your social media platform, all those sort of things. Well, guess what? You can do it directly here in Be Connected. So we're going to be talking to you about each of these in a little bit more detail, but it's just raising an awareness for you now. Then we look at item 4, create groups, unlimited groups. Now, unlimited groups, if you think about our competitor being Facebook, or even LinkedIn, they have groups as well, right? So you can create, when you're a paid subscriber, you can create private and public groups, as many as you want. Again, we're doing it all in one spot, and you can then share it to your social platform should you choose to. But the lovely and amazing thing is that everybody on the Be Connected platform will see your activity, unlike our competitors who have algorithms to limit who of your audience sees your activity, which can be pretty frustrating for all of us. And then as a result of that, you can create instant leads. So everybody using this platform, you have access to. So I'm going to jump into some of the more detailed information here so that you can get a better sense of how all this works. So let's jump into each one individually. Video conferencing. Well, hey, we're doing it right now. Now, the awesome thing is this system has the capacity, get this, it's a large number, 3,000 people on think of an event. Think of, lots of people do events nowadays and they're doing them virtually. Yeah, it's always awesome to go to a live conference. But, if we're going to talk about some positive things that came out of COVID, it's this virtual. environment that we're hanging out in, like constantly every day. I must be in a virtual meeting or a webinar of some sort every single day. Can you think about the amazing ability to live stream a webinar, an event? You might have a lot of speakers. You might be a speaker in someone else's event where you can be exposed to up to 3,000 people on a live event in one platform without having a whole bunch of platforms trying to get them to talk to one another to make it work effectively, and to handle the video capacity of the system. It does it incredibly well. And that's available under your paid subscription. Live broadcasting, we're doing it right this minute. Now, what I haven't mentioned already is effective replays. Now, we know all our competitors allow us to record, and we are recording this particular one, and this will be, the link will be provided. What takes this to the next level is within the BEEKonnected platform, the buttons within the screen. So if you look at, and I know my screen's very white, but if you look at the top left-hand corner where the Meetin logo is, and of course, draw your eye over to where it says end with the crisscross, and then create a box. Within that box, anything that's in there is live, which is pretty jolly cool. Really cool. The chat, particularly, anything that we put in the chat is live in your replays, as well as the two buttons on the left-hand side outside the box. They are live. Any buttons I put up on the screen within it are not, because it's a video. But the amazing thing is, even for those of you who use this platform for sales, for generating leads, capturing people's attention, and you wanting their, capture their attention so that they are compelled to click on a button and go somewhere else to fill in a form or register their interest in your offer, they can even do that on a recording. There is no platform that does that. That is, for me, that is one of the biggest pieces that makes this a system that is one of your foundation systems you need in your business when you're growing and scaling your business. It's a no-brainer. Organic leads posting, like as I said before, you get the opportunity to create posts within the system. You can do ads, you can talk about your product, you can sell your product, you can offer webinars, you can make, provide offers within this platform. You can put video, you can put images, you can put GIFs, you can have, there's so much capacity in this system. And as this community builds, and it will be building in an incredible growth trajectory over the next few weeks, literally, the number of people using this platform, you're going to be amazed. And so you're getting exposed by being a user of BEEKonnected and posting in this platform. You can get your message to audiences globally, to all corners of the world that you probably never thought you could get to. And you could make, as I said, you can do offers, you can do promotions, you can do discounts, you can promote events. The world's your oyster. This is available to you even as a free user. And even that is compelling enough for you to want to jump into it. Now, groups. Groups are something that we're all familiar with, right? We see them in LinkedIn, we see them in Facebook. It's free in there, right? Totally get that. But we also understand that even when you post into groups, you're not always guaranteed that all your members of the groups are going to see the material that you put there. We also, and I've seen it, I've had LinkedIn turned off on me all of a sudden for no reason, and it was very hard to get back. Facebook's done it to me. This will not happen to you. So these groups, you can encourage the groups that you have created on your other social platforms to say to all your users, come and join BEEKonnected. They can join for free, and then they can use the paid versions, but encourage them to come into the BEEKonnected community. When you're a paid user, you can create as many public and private groups as you like, just like you've done on the other social platforms. But because it will live stream back to all those platforms that you've used before, you can still get your message to them. Now, as a free user, you won't be able to create your own private and public groups, but guess what? You can participate in them. So you can explore all the groups. You can join mine, you can join Paul's, and every other user here that's on BEEKonnected, and you can experience what the group environment's like and how it works and how it plays out. And that might be compelling reason enough for you to upgrade your subscription to a paid one so that you can then create your own groups. And you might choose to create new ones. You might create a group that's specific to a particular product that you want to talk to people about. So that's your option to go in and play around with groups, As a free user, you can go and experience them, participate in them. I've not heard of anybody who's been declined to join a group. So you can go and join as many groups as you like, get the data, get the information. What are the groups like? How do they work? And is it compelling enough reason just to have a group that you can create your own and bring your own customers and audience and build your audience? Because guess what? BEEKonnected is growing, as I said, exponentially. Think of the possibility. You create a group in BEEKonnected, you bring your existing group members from other platforms in, so you've already got an audience. But because BEEKonnected don't have any algorithms to stop your message getting to everybody, you can build your groups just by being in the BEEKonnected community and do business with people you possibly never even thought you possibly could. So that's a very compelling reason why BEEKonnected is a foundational piece for your business. So let's keep going on these slides. Oh yes, this is a pretty cool thing. We're all familiar with AI. So artificial intelligence is at play here. So what does it mean? You create your profile in BEEKonnected. The system is automatically looking at using its AI technology to go, who do we need to connect Joanne, Paul, Sally, Bob to other members of BEEKonnected? So you can go in and under the paid subscription, go into the BEEKonnected generator, click on it, and it'll give you a list of people that it suggests you connect with just by understanding what's in your profile to find people who are in who would be of interest to you. And so you can go and look for them manually, but you can also use the AI and you can generate it, keep doing it. You can do it every day and build your audience who are directly connected with you. Start talking to them, invite them to events, invite them to meetings or webinars, and start building that trusted relationship to go, who knows, you might be able to collaborate and maybe become a customer. This is an audience that is there for you to do business with. And this is what, I'm just going to make this one comment. I know on other social platforms, LinkedIn's a really good example. I will connect with people with the pure intention of doing business and networking. I'm in business. I'm here to generate a profit for my business and to build and grow my business. So I deliberately reach out to people on other platforms. What I've noticed is that don't always have the same mindset. They're not necessarily interested in me talking to them about an offer, or they're not interested in necessarily in connecting and having a meeting. They just ignore the message. I haven't seen that in BEEKonnected. So what I've determined is the people who belong to BEEKonnected are there for a good reason. They're there because they're in business. They genuinely want to grow their business. They genuinely want to meet you. They genuinely it might be that I don't do business with them, but hey, I don't know who they know. They don't know who I know. So they're there for the right reason with the right mindset. And I really like BEEKonnected for that perspective. And I've noticed a definite shift in how people genuinely want to connect and have a meeting. Let's just get to know one another. And yep, we got people from all around the world. So there's some late night meetings, some early morning ones. But hey, we're all used to that, right? Nothing new there anymore. Let's get down to some nitty gritty. You're going to say, well, what does it cost me, Joanne? You're rabbiting on about this platform. Do you know what? There is not much that, there are no platforms that are at this price point with this capability. So the awesome thing is there's no such thing as a free trial in BEEKonnected. If you decide that free for you is all you need, great, fantastic, brilliant. You've now got a great foundation piece that sets you as a very professional person. You can do some great streaming. Look, you can have 100 people in a webinar, in a meeting. You can stream to 2 platforms. That's pretty cool instead of 5. But hey, look at this, 90 minutes. Now, we all know the large competitor Zoom has brought their free down to 40 minutes. And did you know the average webinar is 57? Now, I don't do too many webinars that go for that long, but it may go for that long if I've delivered a very decent webinar over 30 minutes, and then you've got some really rich conversation Q&A at the end. You can post and chat. You can use the AI technology. You can join groups and shows. There's massive potential here under free. Then the next one is $20, more attendees, stream to 5 platforms, unlimited duration. So you're not limited to 90 minutes. You can start creating your private and public groups. $20 US a month. Now, I don't know anyone who can't afford free, but there's not many people who can't afford $20 a month. Now, the awesome thing is you're not locked into a contract month by month. Go have a go. But what I really love is the $50 one. I know, I am going to be doing events and there will be 3,000 people there. If I tried to do that on the other platforms, I know I'm going to pay a bucket load more. So let's have a quick look at the comparison between our competitors. Now, this is just look at the top line. You can see all the green ticks. So that's a no-brainer. Visually, you can see there's lots of capacity in your $50 version, BEEKonnected Platinum. But look at this, $50 as against 355 Zoom. This is as of today, November 23. Those monies may shift and change a little bit over time. Go to webinar, $200, and StreamYard on top of that, but it'll only let you do to 250 people, $50. So for $50 US a month, you could potentially save yourself $350 a month if you're using Zoom and StreamYard a month. That's up to a lot per year. You could potentially use those funds in a marketing ad campaign and generate a heap of leads. But hey, you may not even need to do that because you can do ads and BEEKonnected at no cost. It's just your $50 a month. It's a no-brainer. Now, the awesome thing is, BEEKonnected always looking to make things easy, make it really compelling, offering an amazing offer. And so if you signed up for your $50 a month and then you found 2 people who wanted to sign up, and you gave them your link, your affiliate link, you could then have your premium reduced to $25 a month. My goodness. So let's go back to that. You can get all of this under the BEEKonnected Platinum plan for $25 a month and get all that stuff. We are just making it easier and easier for people to buy in, to grab this platform, as I said, as a foundation piece. So there it is in black and white, 50% off, down to $25 US a month. Like, who doesn't want that? Who can't afford that? Like, that's one lunch. That's like 5 coffees here in Australia. Like, you'd spend that a week. Some people might even spend that over a couple of days or on a weekend. That's not even a carton of beer or a bottle of, a nice bottle of wine. We all partake in those things throughout the month. And so this is a no-brainer for me because it's building your capacity and it's just a much sleeker and more professional system. So I'm going to go through, there's been lots, like I'm talking at a great rate of pace here, but I'm also mindful that I want to show you some of the quick 3 elements that you need to do to set up your profile. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I'm just going to highlight the 3 things that do need to be done. But I will be doing every Monday, Queensland time. Oh gosh, is it lunchtime or 1 o'clock thereabouts? But you'll find it on my platform. I'm doing top tips every Monday from now on for every week. And I'll go into each little element of BEEKonnect and say, how do you set up your profile image? Let's just go do that. Those webinars are going to be 25 minutes to 30 minutes, just short, sharp, and get it done. So I'm just going to go through now the 3 key areas that you need to set up in your BEEKonnected platform to get visible so that you can start using it. And at the end of this presentation, I'm going to pop up very quickly for you 2 PDF downloads that you can grab, which any of you in my community have been emailed to you anyway, but there might be some people outside, which will be set up your profile and set up your BeeVirtual platform. So let's just quickly go in to see what you need to do to set up your profile. First thing is, weird, need to log in. That's pretty simple. But for those who've not seen the login page, that's what it looks like. You will, when you sign up for free, if you haven't done it yet, there's a very nice button here just above that big orange arrow, join for free. And it's literally name, email, phone number, a little bit of detail, and that's all you need to do. You're not putting in any credit card details, waiting for a trial to expire, none of that stuff. It's free for life if that's what you want. But once you've done that, you can then log in. Really, really simple. We aim to make things simple for you. So we're just going to do the 3 quick steps. Let me share with you, this slide here is the home page for everybody. But what will be different, this has got the lovely CEO of BEEKonnected, Tonya Hoffman, on the left-hand side. That's her profile. So when I log in, I see mine. In the middle are all the posts, and on the right-hand side, sorry, get my left and rights right, are all the events that are coming up in the near future. But if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you can go and see them all. So the awesome thing is, all the people in BEEKonnected will see your posts, but alternatively, if you set up events when you're a paid subscriber, as they come up in the next day or so, mine was here this morning, it shows for everyone who logs in on that right-hand side, all the events that are coming up. So anybody can register to come to your events. That's pretty neat. It's exposure to an enormous audience that is just easy and seamless. So that's just a quick update on what the homepage looks like. Let me go. Right. So we're going to set up. Did I skip something? Set up profile. I did. Skipped it too fast. So let's just go back. Right. First, clearly you need to set up your profile. So there's some big orange arrows here. So when you do log in, you'll see some menu items and they're in the diamonds. Again, this will all be branded yellow very shortly. So you can see home, be virtual, shows, groups, connections, chat, be connected, me. Pretty simple. Go to me and set up your profile information. And it's nothing new that haven't seen before. I'm not going to go into all this detail, but just one very important tip. Until you put your profile image, and you can go and grab anything, like I'm sure all of you have got a LinkedIn profile that's got your photo on it. If nothing else, go grab a screenshot of that and pop it in there as a placeholder, and you will then be visible to other people. So the awesome thing about all the stuff that BEEKonnected have set up, they make it simple. It's logical: name, email, phone number, etc. Down the bottom, there's a bit more detail. You can choose what images you want to use as banners and so on and so forth. But all of the people who are connected to me, I will be providing with you very shortly. I've created all the Canva templates for your profile image, your banner, your virtual screen. I've done them in Canva. I'm going to be sharing with you all those templates so that you can do those yourselves. And the cool thing is, if you're not sure how to use Canva, I'll be covering that in my Business Without BS webinars, which are Tuesdays evening at 7 p.m. I'll cover all those things, how to do that stuff to be ready for BEEKonnected, but they're all set up ready for you to go. Super, super simple. Nothing's hard. So profile's really simple. The next piece you need to set up is your your virtual rooms, if you will, which is what I'm doing it where we are now. So pretty simple. We go back back to home, and we go into Be Virtual. So again, it's fill in the blanks, not difficult at all. The hardest part you've got to come up with is, what do I want to call my Be Virtual room? For mine, it's called Joanne Brooks. Pretty simple. This is an example of Tonya, so it's called BEEKonnected. And some of this stuff populates automatically for you. So what's really cool is, if you think about our competitors, Zoom, GoToMeeting, Google Meet, Teams, all that sort of stuff, you have to generate a new unique link every time for a meeting. Hey, guess what? Now you have a unique link to you for a meeting and for a webinar. If you look at this screen, once you've determined what your room is going to be called, Joanne Brooks, for example, my meeting link is always the same one. I don't have to have to go and create a fresh one for every new meeting. It's always the same. Same for your webinar. Again, making life super, super simple for you. Right, let's go back, continue on. So there's some images like the background. You can see on mine, what profile image do you want, which is the top left-hand button for me on my screen, what you're looking at for me. You can make it your profile image. You can do it custom. Again, I have set up all the Canva templates for you to use. And again, you can decide to use a different virtual background. Like, for example, for mine, I chose the middle one. I'm using my mouse, you can't see it. But in the middle of the screen, you can see three large boxes. One with the BEEKonnected logo. There's a grey one, then there's a pure charcoal one. I chose to go with the white one with the grayed out boxes, and you can see that's what we've got here. You don't see much of that screen. I don't see it as, I've tried putting branding in it. It just got way too busy. That's my preference. That's what I've done. But you can create your own. You can use a custom one if you choose. And again, I've set up a Canva template for you. So if you want to create your own, I'll be sharing that with everybody over time. And then you can choose the bottom left-hand button on my screen where you can see Catch Up with Joe. That's available for paid users. You can make these links anything you want and the images anything you want. So I chose to make mine unique and, save. Everything in BEEKonnected, what it doesn't do is automatically save. You always got to go to the bottom of the screen and hit save. And yep, I've been the numpty where I've forgotten to hit save. I have to go back and do it. But it literally doesn't take long. So that's setting up your room. Super, super simple. Super simple. So We're going to then go into creating posts. Now, we should be all used to the process of creating a post in other social platforms, doing blogs on your website. It's actually no different. It looks a little bit different, but I'm just going to show you super simple. I'm not going to go to a lot of detail of what you do here. I'm just going to show you the screen again. Yeah, this is what it looks like when you want to create a post. So you're in the home screen, you go create post. Super, super simple. So you can see on this screen, I'm using my mouse again, which you can't see. There's a box up the top, create post. You put your headline and your sub-headline in there. You can see on there that it's limited to 2,000 characters. I use ChatGPT to create mine, and I always ask it, write a blog about this, create the headline and subtitle, and make it no more than 2,000 characters. I'll be the first to admit I've been using AI to create my content literally for years, and I now use ChatGPT to do that. Again, that'll be something that I'll cover in Business Without BS for those who are not familiar with it and how to use it. Happy to show you. Now, in the middle, you'll see a choose file. One can be an image, one can be a video, one or the other, not both. But you can see in the image, it can be a PNG, JPEG, or a GIF. That's pretty cool. So you can do some neat stuff in there. And then you can put the main body of the content in the box below. Again, limited to 2,000 characters. So short, sharp, punchy posts that you can create there. It could be an ad. It could be promoting a particular product, offering people invite to events, whether it's a BEEKonnected event or your own business event. You can do as many of these as your heart's desires, as your capability or your marketing manager has time for. So simple to create these posts. As I said, there's no limit to who will see them. You can put URLs in your posts as well. I'm not going to go into too much more detail on this, on the posts, because I want to make sure this is a short, sharp orientation where I will go into more details into the top tips webinar that I do every lunchtime, Queensland time, on a Monday. So just checking what our last image is. No, we're going to just keep going to Q&A. Now, I don't know that if we've got any more. Paul, have we got any questions coming up, any chat or anything like that? Maybe not. Great. Thanks, Paul. I can see you've been popping some pieces on there. That's awesome. So I don't have any other slides to share with you, but I guess let's in summary consider this. I see this as a foundation piece for every business owner who wants to build and grow their business. To what levels? It's your determination, right? But it's a good foundation piece. This platform can help you do away with at least 2 other subscriptions into other platforms. Now, I know as a business coach, subscriptions can escalate to ridiculous level in a business, and it's something that I make a point in my Navigate business to review at least quarterly, if not monthly. I always go and look at the subscriptions I've got, what are coming up, what do I need, what don't I need anymore. We are giving you an opportunity to reduce your subscriptions just simply because of the cost is vastly improved. You don't need a streaming software, you don't need scheduling software, you don't actually need to pay for ads because you can do it all in here. So this is, let alone being an efficient, great system, you don't actually need other platforms to grow and build your business. You can do everything in BEEKonnected, grab a link and share it on some other social platforms, no problem at all. So this is a platform that is a game changer, I feel, and it's so simple. And my role as an elite coach, as is Paul's and as other elite coaches in the BEEKonnected platform, we're here to help you set it up. So I've got a number of people who use this platform going, how do I do this stuff? That's why I have the top tips on Mondays. That's why I do Business Without BS on Tuesday nights. And there's another orientation on Thursday lunchtime. So lots of opportunity, but you can also book a one-on-one with me. So I'm quickly just going to go back to the widgets that I promised that I would share with you, which are the 2 downloads. So bear with me very quickly while I go and grab those. And I'll just pop them up for those of you who are, I'll show that. So if you click on that download button, you can go grab that PDF. And it's a very visual document. It's not very long. That goes into precise detail of how to set up your profile. And embedded in that document are the Canva links that I mentioned. So make sure you grab that. I'll just give you another 10 seconds or more to grab that one. And then I will show you the next one, which is the Be Virtual setup. So again, download that. It's a visual document. Yes, there will be some Canva links in there for your virtual background and other images that you need for setting up. But if any of you, if I haven't left it up long enough for some of you and you're watching the recording, I've shared them in my community chat group. If you're part of my community or you do subsequently join my community, in your welcome email will be these 2 documents. So you don't need to be too concerned about missing out. I'm going to stop sharing now. Yeah, Paul, are there any questions popping up anywhere, or is it a nice and quiet one and everybody's good? Just having a look at the chat. I don't think there is anything here. Paul, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but because I can't hear you. I'm going to turn off the recording, and I feel that it's now time to say goodbye to the streaming. We'll turn that off because I feel we've covered it all. Unless, Paul, you can get your mic working. If there's any comments that you want to make regards this before I turn off the recording, over to you. Nope, that's okay. I'm going to turn off the streaming. You have an awesome day. Next Be Virtual webinar from me is Business Without BS tonight at 7 p.m. Queensland time. Otherwise, there'll be another orientation on Thursday at lunchtime. You have an awesome day. Thank you.